Oh, yeah, there I go, Mike Lycos. You got me. My bad, boss. You always fixing me, bro. I gotta respect that. You always fixing me. The whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, these dudes are hating because I'm playing it. And I happen to like what some of that, well, not some of it. People don't realize that what he's given for free, people pay thousands of dollars for. And he's putting it up here. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm just like, I understand everybody, blessings, bro. I understand everybody is at different stages in their life and learning. Cool, do that. But I also recognize that a lot of times people, you know how in school they clown people for going to get an education? We have the same amount of time in school. Same amount of time. So you laughing at that person that's going to go to school to utilize their time to get the best education that they possibly can. Yo, what up, Eternal? And okay, so where am I going? I have to go where I have to go to. Bringport Knox to Central City. So I'm here. Wait, this is me. Why am I facing that way? Right, you know what? Oh, that's why. All right, collect and retrieve the BT area West Capitol Point out. All right, cool. That's where I gotta go. Make sure I got everything here. I could fabricate equipment. Resins, materials, unable to fabricate a charcoal printed device could not be detected. All right, cool.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
What's this?
Safe travels. Keep on keeping on.
That's right. What's this? Yeah. I like that. Let me see. Addict tried to corner you with some BS on ILP stream like he's trying to hop on your Death Shannon wave. I can't lie. Facts. Listen, I tell people, you're gonna view the world how you're gonna view the world. It's not my job. All right, retrieve a mule to camp. All right, so I gotta go that way, right? Cool. Now, let me make this. So this is the camp over here. So place that here. Then I gotta plot a point from here to me. All right, so let me see. Why you and Attic always going at it, King? Yeah, thank you. He wants to correct my knowledge. I don't bother with how anybody sees the world. You could be at a different place in your life and you're going to see the world differently. If a person doesn't change from the person that they were, then they're never going to grow, right? So if he views this game on a surface level, I'm not begrudging him for seeing it on a surface level, good. See it how you see it. But then open your mind up to reading other material that's going to expand your consciousness in order for you to view the world differently. He says, I got to do mushrooms or I got to get high in order to think like that. That's a low vibrational thought. Not saying that people using psychedelics to get to a next level in consciousness to remove the veil of what they see before them. Not saying that sometimes isn't a basis of different type of spiritual leaders doing so. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if your automatic recourse is, in order for me to have higher thinking, I got to get high to do so, then that means that there's fundamentally a problem in your basis of thought. You have to open up your mind to actually read and expound your circumference. Your 360 means everything. Everything around your body means everything. So if you're not elevating your mind to a higher state of consciousness, the books that I read is incredible. The books that I've read are incredible. The knowledge that I'm getting from other people are incredible. So I try to put myself around high vibrational people. When I'm talking to Neil Druckmann about The Last of Us 2, our conversations we're having has nothing to do with how a surface level person will interact with them. But that's where they're at in their stage in their life. And we got to stop taking for granted other people's experiences and trying to downplay it, because when intelligence come in the room, what we don't understand is it's okay to be ignorant. But after presented with facts, you continue to be ignorant. That's not okay. What you say to yourself is, I must fact check this. I must figure out for myself. Life is a journey. Some of these dudes want to stay stuck in their ignorance, and God bless. I'm just not that individual. I got to continue to elevate and grow. That's why I'm put here. We're put on this third dimension, this frame, in order to ascend to the fourth level. This guy is showing you in this game that his esoteric teachings is crazy. And to have the baby, because remember, the babies descend from the portal, which is the womb, from nothingness into matter, into existence, into earth, right? To get to here. They came from another plane of existence. This is the reason why the bridge babies are so important in this game. People without that linkage to the bridge babies, the new, and remember how the bridge babies get here. They get here from the stillborn. They're stillborn from a mother that was yanked from the womb. So they're using the womb as a portal from the dead in order for them to see the veil of the unliving, which is crazy. And people won't get that. So you won't get that if you continue to just look at everything as a surface level. And this is why I say dumb, deaf, and blind, and people take offense to it. You're not dumb, deaf, and blind if you continue to seek knowledge. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what you have to seek in this life. If you're not constantly trying to evolve, then you devolving as a human, and there's no place for you. So I feel that there's a place for everyone. They just don't know at what stage that they're going to evolve. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm trying to evolve to my highest form in this plane. Christ-like consciousness wasn't just, I want to be like Christ. What will Christ do in this moment? That thought process in that is what led me to believe that moment that he made these decisions. A higher conscious being elevating in a different plane, teaching and speaking to everyone, giving them knowledge of self. That's why he had those disciples to speak the word going forth. People don't understand that. And it's the weirdest thing in the world to have knowledge or access to knowledge and choose not to utilize it. So by choosing not to utilize it, that's casting pearls before swine. I'm not going to do that. It's just going to be eaten and it's not going to be consumed in a manner that's going to put forth growth. So maybe I talk at a higher consciousness that they felt, oh, he's talking down to me. I'm not talking down to you, because at one point I'm you. What I'm trying to do is help you get to where I'm at, and not where I'm at, because there's people higher than me. I'm not a 33rd degree Mason.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that.
See what's
But be
over there.
careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Attack a mule repeatedly to knock them unconscious. Okay. Listen, I'm not no better than anybody else, but the same way Kojima uses his platform to elevate the consciousness of those individuals that he touched, pause, then I choose to do the same. So you're going to look at somebody's stream and somebody is not going to be talking about knowledge of self. They're not going to be talking about higher elevation. They're not going to be talking about higher education. They're not going to be talking about culture. They're not going to be talking about fasting and get closer to God. And when I'm talking about the God within thyself, right? Because God is a fractoid that is experiencing life through your lens. So when they're not understanding this and they're not doing these things and not putting that on their channel, good. Do that. I'm looking for other elevations. See, there's a reason why Gene said when he brings somebody to his house, he plays this certain game because he wants to understand, are we vibing on the same consciousness? Are we on the same plane? I'm pretty sure he also talks about certain music. What I used to do with my daughter, Danica is my oldest from my second wife. So Danica is my oldest from my second wife. That's the one that was selling the knives. Well, not selling the knives. She was working for a knife company. Anyway, she was doing an internship there. Well, anyway, what I would do with her as a child, she would cry. And she only stopped crying when she's in the car. 90% of the time I'm driving, I'm in the car, right? So what I would do is I would go downstairs every Sunday during my meditation time and I would put on classical music, put her in the car. We would sit there for like 2 or 3 hours listening to Bach, listening to different classical music, opening up her mental palette to certain vibrations that she may not normally get in her urban environment. And also me meditating and bonding with my child on a different level of existence. And that gave her a different eclectic palette when it came to music. So, and I didn't know that I was doing it consciously. Hold equipment says. Hold equipment. Trans. It's unequipped. Hold equipment strand. A strand can be used to quickly. Oh! And you steady the strand, and then you go behind them and choke them out. Oh God, that's wild business.
Today's a good day.
Shut up. You shut your damn mouth. Get over here. No. Shut up. Yo, why is he talking, bro? This dude trying to kill me. Because I know a team is showing up over here. I wonder if that's my friend Hope. No, that's not my friend Hope.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the fuel drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Hold on. I gotta eat that. Alright, using watchtowers, press. What is this? Okay, that's that. Allow structures to be built within. Alright. Equip and hold. Alright, I have it. Equip, hold, select the watchtower. That's a post box. Watchtower. Right. Hold to put up elect. Alright. This is crazy. This is my first time doing this shit. Alright. And build the structure. That's a crazy 3D printer. So, his fabrication process for 3D printing is nuts.
Construction complete.
And select structure menu to see the functions of variable at various structures. Let me see. No. Which one was that? It was this one? No. Hold and select the structure menu to see. Alright, where's the structure menu? That's saying here's place marker. It's mule. Where my structure at? Where's the structure? Ain't no structure over there. Sam is here. Place marker around. Structure level. Watchtower. Dismantle structure. Materials required to upgrade. I can upgrade it. The bandwidth is that amount. Okay. But I did that. So I gotta press it again on the actual structure. No, I'm at the structure right there. No. Move back. You know what? I'm gonna move Sam ass back. Move back, right? Then alright. Pull us up. Now go back to my structure. Stop doing that. What did I say? That's a climate. I don't want to do that. Manage cargo. This is what happens when your ass going blind. You see something? Yeah, watchtower's up here. Right. Okay. So, tilt map. By testing this, I could tilt the map that way. Okay, good. I don't care about that. What I want to do is on my ladder. Climb on. No. Watchtower. What is plot route? Place marker. Upgrade. Now, how do you upgrade? I ain't gonna listen to shit you talking about. I'm just gonna get in there and do whatever I'm gonna do. I don't give a shit no more. Alright, the mule's over that way.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Okay. So I see his ass over there. Well, what's this up here? Oh, okay, that's a ladder. Stealing all types of shit. Alright, so we got the mule over this way. Alright, hold on. Where's the strand at? Here. I gotta make sure that strand is in my hand. Because I gotta choke a dude out. Alright, so what I gotta do is I gotta save over here. Everybody love a good scum save. Ooh, I can't save right here. Death Stranding 2 is really good so far. I can't wait for you when you play that. After I'm finished this, I'm gonna have a good time. Oh, if anybody's trying to figure out what I'm eating cherries. Early on during the podcast, I was eating cocoa. So I eat dark chocolate, dark cocoa. For other reasons, whatever. But yeah, I suggest people do that to eliminate certain cravings. Because remember, from today on, I fast. Well, tonight. Okay. So he brought back his sneaking. That guy got boots. So I gotta put that guy out, right? Because he got some boots. And if I want to get a hold of those boots, then you know what I gotta do? I gotta do a Sam Porter Bridges style. You said poor Coco. What happened to Coco? We love saves coming. What happened to Coco? No, that's Bella. That's Bella right here. You heard somebody barking? That's Bella right here. Bella's with me. Want to say hi, Bella? See, I don't let her wear her collar in the house. She a free slave. So I don't do that. In the house, they don't wear collars. Like when they're going out to stuff they got to do. Blessings, brother. I mean, I'm recommending it for my selfish reasons, and I expect once it spark consciousness. That's all I am. I'm just messing with you, King. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm just sparking consciousness. It's not really anything other than that, trying to do that. Because I understand the man is giving a level of knowledge which is wild. I'ma choke the goofy gumdrops out of your ass. Alright, so he stays there a period of time. And he walks where? Do they give you a pathway? Yeah, they actually do. They show you the footprint of what he does. Shut up, boy. Shut up, boy. Shut up, boy. I need your boots. I like your boots, baby. Got precious metals. Hold on. God damn, boy. Shut up. What you got, son? I don't want your ladder. I got enough ladders. Unlock that box. Carrying it all. I want it all. What I take? This is what I got on. Oh, that's a mule post box. All right, I need this. Carry on back. Auto range. What I want? I want the materials. Carry on back. One time. Carry on back. Missing. I'm way too heavy now. Let me see what I'm gonna offload. Alright. Now let me see. Get the material. Let me get that. Oh no! I said undone. Hold on, can't wait for Death Stranding 2 to come to Alpha PC. Yeah, it's coming. All right, give me that. All right. Oh, I never even saw that. I never even know that that can happen. We'll get this done. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm focused right now. See, I think that's the fun aspect of the game, right? That he's doing that. Yeah, I'm locked in, bro. I'm dead ass serious. Which is crazy is anytime a game can capture imagination and your intelligence, you pretty much are gonna complete it. And I ain't gonna hold you. He did a great job with capturing my imagination. And then parlayed that over to learning. Because now I want to know what else he knows. What else did he find out? What other information that he gave out for free? I wonder if you could like your own stuff. I doubt it. Yo, thank you, Hope. Gotta give you mad love on that, Hope. Thank you, Hope, for putting that there. No. Get off.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles.
You hearing that, what he's saying?
All we had to do
Drones and
let
AI
'em work.
was doing everything.
Revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry.
You see?
So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them.
See?
And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next order. Make sure you're not him.
That
Scanning bridge.
that is a wild statement, saying that the industry in which we were looking at as far as delivery industry was delivered by AI, from drones to autonomous vehicles. And while we were in Cali, I got a chance to see like a food delivery that was delivered by a drone, like not even a flying drone, but a little rover, if you will, a RT unit. And that unit was delivering the food or whatever it had inside, right? And those jobs was being taken away. Part of the stuff that they was fighting for in California, if people didn't know, they got these cars called Wavos or Waymos, and they built up the Uber industry, right? Uber did all these deliveries. Now, when you're delivering for Uber, you have you're locked in. And they know where you are at all times, and they see your tendencies and stuff like that. They know when you take downtimes. They know when you pick up delivery. They know the average delivery time of people dropping them off, picking them up, and whatever, going from where to where. They took that data, Uber and other delivery service people took that data, sold it to another company. That company made autonomous cars that actually uses that data that you gave. They gave you high enough income in order to sustain yourself in making these deliveries, knowing that this will only be for a short period of time. Now, once they got these vehicles up and running, they put them in tests, and they put them in test cities, smaller cities that not as dense as larger metropolises, and see if these vehicles can actually maneuver with the lowest fatality rates. That's what they go for, right? So now, higher iterations on that AI gives you a better experience. Better AI, lower mortality rate, makes it to its place. They come, they pick you up, they're not talking to anybody, drive you to your destination, you get out, it goes, and it continues to work. They remove the human element, they don't have to pay a car a fee, they just have to keep the maintenance up with the car, and they receive all of the revenue. By removing the human element, you're removing the need to actually pay people to do a job that you can get AI to do. When I'm ringing the bell trying to explain to people that this is where we're heading and they're not understanding it, this eloquates this part. Hit that small sequence of what he said here, eloquates that part. And this is what other video games, some of them aren't saying this. We're heading to that for real. Walmart is already doing it near me. That's what I'm talking about. People want to act like this stuff is not going to affect. It's going to have huge repercussions. When the government's telling you that they're giving you money to stay home, people got immediately used to that. And then they pulled it away to make you don't want to work, to make you feel entitled, make you to feel certain ways, right? Soon, the reason why they're doing census to know how many people are in your house in order to drop off food rations to your home. Because you won't be able to find work soon. Gas is through the roof. Mortgages is through the roof. Light and electric is through the roof. The normal medium income that was as little as 10 years ago is not sustainable now. It's different. And people don't see where we're going. Or if they do see, they don't know how to stop it.
All weapons will remain locked until departure.
let me put it this way. And that's the sad part. We're heading to a place where everybody is on survival mode and nobody is moving in the same manner to help each other. So when you see people doing stuff, and I'm not condoning you destroying your neighborhood, I'm not condoning anything like that. What I'm condoning is we have to have recourse through entrepreneurship. Come up with your own app, come up with your own delivery service, come up with your own things, empower your own people, make it that way, make it to your voice is heard, make it to where you're seen. There's a reason why I do a platform that people are able to come on and have a conversation, because instead of talking to a void, you could talk to actually use the platform to have a conversation. People are not utilizing it. They're seeing it. They see the discord and they fear for coming up thinking, oh, is it going to be a console war situation? No. Have a conversation. Talk about anything. Let's talk. Because I'd rather you get on here and vent out what went on at your job and what happened, opposed to you going someplace else and handling it in a manner that is not conducive to your growth. Sometimes we flare up on family members. Sometimes we go through things that is not smart, and then that leads to a path of destruction. Instead of self-destruct, I'd rather you come on and have a conversation. That's what it's for. When it happens, do you think there will be a universal pay? Yes. They showed you in the manner that they're willing to give you universal pay based off of your money in your taxes. Now, I want you to think about this. Certain countries have, and I find it funny that they build projects. And when I'm saying projects, they build housing across the street from the plants in which they own. So they own the plants. The workers live at the housing units, which is across the street from the plant. The company pays for the food in which they eat. Also, and I'm not going to give you the country that does this, but y'all can do research. And also, they introduce mass weddings. So what I'm saying is those people, those companies, the people that work for the company in that structure, they all get married at the same time. So you all have a food ration for work, for breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. Then you all have a schedule in which you work. You all live in the housing units across the street from which you work. And you really never go anywhere from work to home. Point A to point B and back. You're grown in this space. They are incentivizing you to stay in that locations. You don't really pay much for housing. So you're not paying nothing for electricity. You don't pay much for food. They're paying you less than nothing, but they're keeping you satiated, keeping you moving, keep you going. It's a sad state. But when people were getting those stimulus checks, that was a test subject. It was a test subject to see how complacent that you would be, how much of the populace would receive this. And those people that did receive those stimulus checks, what were they doing? Because you would take your stimulus check and it'll be deposited in your account. Now they can see exactly from your account. And remember, the Fed actually now has the ability to look into your bank account if it's over $500, right? Immediately. So now they can see exactly what you're doing with their money. Were you buying Bitcoin? Were you doing this? Were you doing that? A lot of people were buying food or doing this or whatever. They know who you are, and that data is also being used to be sold. Yeah, I believe that.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
And y'all know I don't ever play no games on no Sunday. Well, no games or stream on a Sunday.
Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
I like this aspect of it. The dropping off the delivery.
Sam.
Oh, wow.
Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies.
That's what's
Bridge
up.
is standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
That's what's up. Across us, the ancient Egyptian view of life. The death 2 years ago. Distribution center west of capital city in the central network. People know that my worship and my religion is based in Egyptian teachings. So there's another reason and component in why
Work, Sam?
I appreciate
Seems your connection level is increasing.
what he's doing.
As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Wow. Provided following new hologram data. To use this data, gain access to level 2 or higher structures and a customization feature. Oh yeah, the crystals. I gotta get the crystals. Some of the facility bandwidth has been shared with Sam. More structures are now built within the China network. Okay. Well connected. Also, they got the lost cargo. I'm a handler.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful?
Prometheus.
Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I've learned. You have my word.
So now he give you thoughts of Prometheus.
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
How many do you require? How many do you require? I got a ladder. I got climbing resin. I got stuff like that. I'm good. Those boots are 59%. I can keep rocking those boots right now. I'm not gonna ditch them. Should I go to my private room? Distribution center is that. You know what? I'm gonna rest in my private room right now.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
I'm gonna take a rest in the private room. What time is it? 7:10. Actually, guys, I need to work out, eat, and shut it down
Good morning, Sam.
until Thursday. No eating. Yeesh. Those are the figurines back there. Let me use the sink. What's in the sink? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. From what up, Nunya? He said Nunya the kid. I like it. I like what it represents. Took a shower. I like it for a lot of different reasons because it's not just a mindless game; it's a game of thinking. But his concepts and what he's trying to get across to people, he's using his platform differently, and I just find that to be amazing. Some people, if you're looking for an action game, like I told dudes, blessings. Like what I tell dudes is, if you want that game that is action oriented, Pragmata is the game for you. Got a chance to play it? Oh, weapon rack. What we got on the weapon rack? There's no weapons there. What's that? Oh, that's not ready. Oh, let me check the baby. Bridge baby. Pragmata is the game for you. If you are looking for an introspective game, a game that's going to challenge you as far as what you're viewing concept wise and stuff like that, this game will fit the bill, right? Norman Reedus' body, King likes them buns. This dude is ridiculous. So see, it's like little things like that. It's gonna tell you to do things. The game is intelligent enough that it doesn't make you as the gamer feel less intelligent. So that's what I like. It's just a smart game. Oh, let me drink this. I drink normal one of them. Stamina increased by 10% and can be boosted up to 25%. I've did it twice in one setting, but I don't know if it actually went up. All right, let me leave from here. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's a cool game, Jay. Order collection of chiral crystals, at least one. Oh, I got to do chiral crystals.
Beginning scan.
Still got work to do, Sam. Let's not keep people waiting. Moving on.
That's what it was. So I got to do the chiral crystals. But yo, guys, I'm gonna leave it here because normally, I just got to work out. I got to do some stuff, and I got to have my what he said. He said a graham cracker and some milk. I don't drink milk. Milk is for people that like to drink mucus. Mental midgets. So got to go get me some lemon water. Got to go work out. Got to eat some food. Take a shower. Get myself to bed. Get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to work. But yo, this is fun. Should I start with the first one first? That's what I did. I've never played this one, and this is the first one. This is not the second one. So if you thought this was the first one, wait till you play the second one. It's going to be crazy. But this is the first one, and it's getting me up to speed, knowing what certain things is, knowing what the map is, knowing what the world is, knowing who Norman Porter Bridges is, knowing what happens. I think that's essential, and I don't think recaps for games should be an incentive for people. I think you should play the original, right? And then a recap is to just refresh your memory if you've been on an extended hiatus away from the first game. So that's why I have access to get the second game. But why would I cheat myself from playing the first game? I think the first game is phenomenal within itself. I didn't have that same opinion before when I didn't play the game. I had an opinion of the game that is a walk-in simulator. I had an opinion of the game that I don't feel like delivering Uber packages. I had that opinion of the game. But also I was vibrating at a different level, right? So again, different stages in life makes you see things differently. If you don't elevate, you stagnate. So I'm not saying that this is a highbrow game. I'm not saying that you're not going to gain something from it no matter what stage you are. You're going to gain something from it. What I'm saying is this is one of those games that you're like, oh, snap. I can't believe he did that if you're at that space. If you're at that space. And then even if you're not, you're going to be like, wow, that's wild. And then it might spark consciousness for you to go to that space. That's all he's doing. He's sparking consciousness to have the conversation about AI taking jobs from people who are in the delivery section. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, my joint was logistics. My joint is logistics. Stuff that I did in a couple of companies that I had was about logistics. If I was able to, and this goes to the owner, if you're able to replace physical workers with logistics, would you do it? Right? In logistics, would you do it with AI workers? Would you take AI workers to replace your human element? That game just posed that thought. And this is the reason why you see these guys going through the land. I know you'll say, oh, it's easy to send a drone and go drop it off. They did that before and it didn't work. And they gave an explanation why. But we're heading that way as a society now. And this game is about each one teach one. So if you see me walking throughout the world and you see like little thumbs up and ladders and stuff like that, and that was stuff that people placed there. So I was able to use a ladder that I didn't have to use on my own. I was still able to use my own. And if I were to place a ladder, my ladder would be there for somebody else and they can give a thumbs up. And it's about connections. And I understand it now. Before, when people were trying to explain it, you can't get the understanding. And I owe a huge apology to Brap. And, J-Dub, I can hit him up later. But Brap, because Brap was touting the genius of this game very early on. Basement, radio, apartment, podcast, something like that. But Brap. And he was touting this game very early on in the beginning. And I don't think he was a complete fan of Kojima. But in doing so, I guess a lot of people got a chance to like it. So I like it. If that's why I'm streaming. So if you see something that you like, go try it. I think it's on sale. Let me read what y'all got to say. You can jump in the second game. There's a recap you can click on that will catch you up to everything. Kojima is one of the most talented directors of our generation. Yo, the fact, no, Jay Nunya, milk does not do your body good. Actually, that was an absolute lie. That campaign was sold to us, and we have hormones and genes. Would you drink the milk? It's the pus that comes out of your arm. That's what milk is. Milk is mucus and pus. All right, excreted through the cow. That was never meant for us. That's meant for suckling of calf. But again, anyway, Kojima, the way he interprets games is incredible from the scope in which he does it. And you don't get a greater appreciation to it until after you see a full body of his work to understand what he was trying to do and what he was trying to say. Like Metal Gear Solid 5, that joint was dope. And Snake Eater is one of my favorites, so that's why I can't wait for the next one. But I'm picking that up on PlayStation because they have the Ape Escape mode and Xbox doesn't have it, and I'm getting it over there. I don't care what nobody say. But I want to thank y'all guys for showing up to Frontline Gaming Stream. Share it out. I just wanted to do some stuff in it. I had to itch. I had to scratch. Pause. I'm going to be playing again tomorrow. I'm going to be playing again after that. At some point in time, my birthday is this week, so I'll probably be doing a live stream from the main channel. That's on the 2nd. So that'll be on Xbox Frontline News. I'll probably go live there. Cog is going to come up. Me and him is going to go catch something, go catch a film, and just, chill and chat. But he's that type of dude. I'm off on Monday and Tuesday. Hope to see you guys around. Blessings. I hope you have a great day, Jay. You know I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you at all times. Decompress, detox, be better.